and Complaints Department and the Police Christmas Caroling Committee on December 12th, 2022. The funds would be used as rewards for spontaneous performers in the annual Police Christmas Caroling Contest, which is scheduled for Friday, December 16th, 2022 at 7 p.m. at the Central Police Station. Mr. Colin John, Commissioner of Police, thanks Flo for its practical contributions to the Police Christmas Caroling Contest throughout the years and wishes the film continued success in its activities. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force is conducting investigations into the cause of a motor vehicle accident, which resulted in one fatality. The accident, which involved a truck and a motorcycle, occurred along the Belmont Public Road on Saturday, 10th December 2022 at 7:40 p.m. The cyclist and his pinion rider both sustained severe injuries and were transported to the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital for medical attention. The cyclist unfortunately succumbed to his injuries. The pinion rider is warded at the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital. Investigations into the matter are ongoing. Still on the local scene, St. Vincent and the Grenadines Ministry of Health has reported 18 new COVID-19 cases on the island. The cases that have been recorded include the weekend of December 4th through Saturday, December 10th, 2022. There are currently 2 fully vaccinated patients hospitalized, according to the press statement. According to the Ministry of Health, there have been 9,500 cases, 9,361 recoveries, and 116 COVID-19 deaths so far throughout the nation. 9 fully vaccinated individuals and 116 unvaccinated individuals were among the fatalities. So far, 72,979 vaccinations have been administered in country, 37,331 first doses, 31,445 second doses, and 4,302 boosters. In the region, a relative of Trinidad's acting police commissioner McDonald Jacob is one of 2 suspects arrested minutes after a former police officer was shot dead as he was leaving his home yesterday morning. Police intercepted the white getaway car as it was speeding along DB Trace Penal and detained the suspects. A firearm was also recovered. One of the suspects, a 32-year-old Princestown man, identified himself as Jacob's relative, while the other suspect is a 20-year-old man from Sugrim Street, Orange Valley. Jacob has since confirmed that the suspect is related to him. Up to last evening, the suspects were still in custody, but homicide detectives said they were still trying to determine why father of 3, Syed Mohammed, was murdered. Mohammed was walking in his garage towards his vehicle when an occupant came out of the front passenger seat of the waiting vehicle and fired several shots at him. A relative said he was shot 7 times, including in his head, and died at the scene. More on the regional scene. The pandemic has impacted the disability community across the region, with persons with disabilities finding several barriers delaying or preventing them from getting vaccinated for COVID-19. To overcome inequities in access, the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, developed a pilot project in several countries to improve vaccination access. Across the Americas, 150 million people live with a disability. Research indicates that people with disabilities are less likely to be vaccinated against COVID-19 than the general population due to a multitude of issues, including the lack of accessible and clear information and the hesitancy. Physical limitations also often prevent them from accessing health services. Advisor for Disability and Rehabilitation at PAHO, Anthony Dutine, said the COVID-19 pandemic hit the disability community more than most in terms of deaths and wider social impacts, and shone a light on the barriers the community faces just to get vaccinated. And finally, on the international scene, tourists visiting Indonesia will not be charged under the new law, which will criminalize sex outside of marriage in reference to officials. Dubbed the Bali Bunkin ban, the new legislation threatens up to a year in jail for unmarried couples who have sex, or 6 months for those who live together. But the governor of Bali said authorities would not check the marital status of tourists. The law is set to take effect in 3 years, but could face legal challenges. The new legislation is part of a raft of changes to the criminal code, which comes after a rise in religious conservatism in a Muslim majority country. Although the ban on extramarital sex has grabbed most attention abroad, many inside Indonesia worry that other parts of the new code will be more damaging, for example, making it a crime to criticize the president or vice president. The UN says the new laws could erode human rights in the country, but Indonesian officials maintain that the legislation will uphold Indonesian values. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.
Use tires sale by